Hey there, it's Dr. Ashley Southard here for another Way Out Wednesday. I'm coming to you from Scottsdale, Arizona with a New Beginning Outpatient Treatment Center and the Healthy Way Out Emotional and Binge Eating Program. Now, this month in December, we are talking about how not only to survive, but enjoy this holiday season without the use of emotional and binge eating. And today I want to talk about the all too common phenomenon that so many people struggling with emotional and binge eating go through, and that is going along to get along, doing whatever it takes to keep the peace, not make waves, keep everyone around you happy, but really at the expense of your own voice, your own feelings, needs, and wants. Is this something that you can relate to? Well, if so, you are not alone. This is so common. Now, going along to get along is probably a strategy that you utilize throughout the year. Certainly not holiday specific, but during the holiday season, you may find yourself doing more going along to get along than is typical. And that's because there tends to be increased activity, increased time to socialize with people, and so you might find yourself really overstepping your own boundaries, doing whatever it takes to try to keep all these people around you happy. Now, there are two main ways that a lot of people go along to get along. The first one is they find themselves doing things, committing to things, engaging in activities that they really don't want to be doing. So during the holidays, of course, there's so many parties, get-togethers, family gatherings, events. There's just so many things going on that you may find yourself committing to. You've been invited to them. You feel like you should go. You feel like you're going to hurt someone's feelings or you're going to make someone mad if you don't do it. So you end up going, but the whole time you're there, you really don't want to be there. Maybe even before you get there, you're dreading it. You're not looking forward to it. And that can put you in a pretty bad mood, right? You're not looking forward to it. Once you're there, you're not enjoying it. And it can be a very unpleasant experience. The other way that people find themselves going along to get along is they're spending time with people that they really don't want to be around. So with family gatherings, there may be family members that you don't want to be around. Maybe they're triggering for you. Maybe they're upsetting to you or you have a painful past with them that's never been resolved. This could also be with family gatherings, or it could also just be out and about at certain events where there's a lot of people. You don't like big crowds, but you end up finding yourself spending time with people that you really don't want to be spending time with. So this going along to get along can create a lot of distress inside because you're doing things and you're being around people that you don't want to be around. It's like you're violating your own boundaries, your own needs and wants. And when we do that, that creates a lot of emotional turmoil and conflict inside of ourselves. And for emotional and binge eaters, the way that you're most inclined to deal with that emotional turmoil and distress is to turn to food. So maybe you power through the event, you power through spending time with these people you don't want to be around, and then when it's all over, you go home and in the peace and quiet of your safe place, you binge. You turn to food, you get that comfort, you try to work through that distress, but really all you're doing is you're working around that distress, and then the next day you're recommitting to another thing that you really don't want to be doing. So this whole time, you're silencing yourself, you're denying and depriving your own needs, you're violating your own boundaries, and that's setting you up for constant feelings of distress. So what do you want to do about this? What can you do differently this holiday season? Well, of course, here at the Healthy Way Out, we really want to empower you to take care of yourself in a way that doesn't leave you vulnerable to food stepping in and needing to take care of you. So if you're a person who goes along to get along, what I want you to do is first really acknowledge and observe when you're doing that. When are you saying yes when really you need to be saying no? When are you doing things and spending time with people that's really not good for you? Notice that. The first step in change is awareness. You have to notice what's going on. The second thing I want you to pay attention to is what are you wanting or needing instead? Are you wanting to say no? Are you wanting to ask for the event to be modified a bit? Are you needing some type of change to what that plan is so that their needs are met and your needs are met? So what are those needs that you have, and can you use the third step, which is voice those needs and feelings? Tell the person what it is that's going on for you. You can use your voice to say, no, thank you. You can use your voice to say, I'd really like to do that. Could we maybe tweak it a little bit? Could we do it this way so that my needs are met as well? It is okay to say no. It's also okay to ask for your needs to be met in addition to others' needs. For those of you who have visited me at my office, you will be familiar with one of my very favorite signs, which is I make me happy. It is your responsibility to take care of yourself, to meet your needs, to know what you're feeling, and to surround yourself with people and with environments that really fill you up and leave you feeling good. So this holiday season, I want you to give yourself the greatest gift possible, which is taking care of yourself, meeting your needs, making you happy. I want you to celebrate this season the way you want to celebrate, not the way everybody else wants you to celebrate. Say goodbye to going along to get along and say hello to I make me happy. All right? I hope that this tip helps you navigate the next couple of weeks in a way that meets your needs and makes you happy. I hope that for those of you who celebrate Christmas and Kwanzaa, you have a beautiful celebration. And I will be back here next week for a final tip on how to navigate this holiday pre-dieting time of year in a way that leaves you strong and not vulnerable to emotional and binge eating. Have a great week. I will see you back here next week. Take care. Bye-bye.